মেসেঞ্জার ওপেন ইউনিভার্সিটি ছেড়ে দিয়েছো নাকি এখন? ছুটি তুমি তো ওদের ওখানে শ্বশুরবাড়িতে অ্যাসেন্ট করেছো নাকি? না এখানে
এই ঘুরিতে ক্যামেরাটা ঘুরিতে বুঝি
হ্যাঁ তাহলে তো হবে রাইট
হ্যাঁ।
ওই যে ঘুরিতে পিছন দিক
are organizing such kind of special session. So yesterday we have completed successfully our first session through online mode as well as physical mode, that is hybrid mode on Quillboard. And as you know, today's session on issues on plagiarism, basically on the basis of original. As you know, we are now using original on the basis of now Turnitin. So today's speaker is none other than our beloved and respected University Librarian, Dr. Nimai Saha, because he is the Master of Research Ethics, and at present he is discharging responsibility of as a coordinator of the admission cell 2. So may I request Nimai, please. Time gap. ওটা 23rd ডিসেম্বর আমাদের যে পলিসিটা বেরিয়েছে 23rd ডিসেম্বর। আচ্ছা 23rd ডিসেম্বর
এখন কি আমাদের দেখাবো এখানে বসে বললে সুবিধা হবে। হ্যাঁ স্যার আর স্পিকারটা করে রাখবেন না দেখেন বলছি আমি এখানে দাঁড়িয়ে বললে আপনি গানের সময় বলবেন So let me start our today's special session. Basically, which is prerequisite, you can say mandatory, you can say precondition for conducting any kind of writing, any kind of, specifically you can say academic writing. And that is why, though this is not the actual presentation of today's, still from here you will see that my tagline is safe practice, safe career. Safe practice, then safe career. Like Government of West Bengal regarding transportation, safe drive, safe life. From there, I am just taking these things that in academic arena, our tagline will be safe practice and safe career. And as a part of this practice, yesterday we have arranged one session as an alternative course of action. And why yesterday we have arranged the kind of session as an alternative, I will come to that point later on. But throughout academic corridor, I found it's very mysterious and strange that this conception is not clear, not only to the students, not only to the research scholars, but also to the my dear and respected academics, those who are supposed to the PhD guide of the students. Okay. As a matter of practice, some malpractice is going on. Impractice is going on. Again, as a result of that, many candidates, after joining in any institute or university as an assistant professor, or even after joining, by getting their cash promotion, career advancement scheme promotion in line with the UGC regulation, they are facing much pain simply because unawareness or wrong knowledge, competent, you can say partial knowledge on this plagiarism. And what is plagiarism and what is not plagiarism? That is not the issue of the machine. See, to me, that machine is nothing but a foolish box, you can say robotic box. And the technocrats, those who are working behind this computer technology, they are just designing nothing else. Then this computer, by using any world-class similarity checking software, again, this is a wrong term in the academic corridor, that this is a plagiarism checking software, not that. The name of the software and the basic philology of the software is similarity checking. Similarity checking. And the index generated by the Ouriginal or Urkund or Turnitin or Authenticate or whatever it is, basically similarity index report, not the plagiarism report. Because none of the software, none of the technology, they don't have any intellectual input in their own. So whatever percentage I have been received from any software, be it free, be it paid, that is similarity index. First, let us take this as confident, not plagiarism report. That is called similarity index report or similarity analysis report. Then what is the similarity analysis report? And what is the basic philology behind this similarity report? Say, let us take that we have a pot of water. Then if I drop a piece of sponge, that sponge will absorb some portion of water, isn't it? Like that, this Urkund, then Ouriginal, then Turnitin, then Authenticate, whatever may be the plug check, there are many softwares. More than 33 softwares is available in the global level market. Okay. So whenever I drop any file to this collection box, let's say Ouriginal, since we are dealing with Ouriginal, this Ouriginal has a collection of online documents. Okay. Authenticate has a kind of collection of online document called basket of resources. Then soon after uploading a document in that basket, what this will do? This will play a snowball game. Means it will drop and drop, drop and pick, drop and pick, and try to locate how much document having similarity with your document. How much document having similarity with your current writer. And the most interesting feature of that software is that this will not give the similarity index only. Rather, from what are different URLs and sources this have been noted as similarity, that URL. To you, it is website. And to me, by grammar, it is called URL. Full form is Universal Resource Locator. More simply to you, it is link of the document. PDF, doc, PPT, whatever it is, link of the document. So the machine will give me a mirror view, my file and similarity file. Then soon after clicking the URL, it will bring me the original source of the writer. Then this is my write-up, that is his or her write-up. At the very beginning, I have to see, I am just going to check my file today. What is the publication date of that earlier file? Obviously, it will be yesterday and before. Because whenever you check any file on any software, that will deposit, registered, and carrying one document registration number. In case of Ouriginal, it is superseded by D. D means document number. Then you will get one registration number, like your PhD registration number, ID number, registration number, you know. So soon after having a D number means you have checked your files in Ouriginal or Urkund or whatever name of the software. It will just trying to match with other earlier document which have been deposited in the Urkund basket or Ouriginal basket. Then let's come to an inference. Do you think that whatever result of similarity percentage given by any software, that is not 100% proof? That is not 100% proof. Why? Simply because, you know, it's not possible to any particular software engineer to collect the entire collection of the global level in a single basket. What they can do? They can do whatever available in the free, that automatically their software fetch up, like Google Scholar, you know, that will automatically fetch up their software. And if I'm talking about Springer Nature, Sage, Wiley Black Swan, and then N number, Taylor and Francis, that journals are highly valued, double-blind peer-reviewed journal, which one need to pay money to access. So the software agency of that particular plug check or similarity check software, they need to pay money to Springer Nature. They need to pay money to Taylor and Francis. They need to pay money to the others, good world-class publishers, ProQuest and many others. Per year, like royalty, they need to pay the subscription fee to them. Then only they will give their entire collection to the Ouriginal basket. So it's quite difficult to pay crore of rupees in a year to this world-class software, publishers, academic publishers. Not possible to any particular company, not possible to any particular agency or software provider. Then automatically you can ask me one question, Nimaida, then what is the need of these things? Of course, let's go back 20 years back. That time when there was no software, a thesis of Hyderabad University may be submitted at Bardwan University, just remove the cover page, change the name, change a little bit of the thesis title, supervisor name, same department, same thesis can be submitted and awarded. This would have been, because there was no system at all to check. By advent of this technology, we are now in an arena when we are just having a scope, at least, if not 100%, it's more than 80% proof to do it checking. And unfortunately at Vishwabharati and many Indian universities too, this regulation has been published by UGC in the year 2010. And 2012 onwards, UGC giving us free software. At the very outset, 20 to 15, it was Authenticate. 15 to 21, it was Urkund. Then 20 onwards, the Urkund software renamed as Ouriginal. And now it is supported by Turnitin. So whatever may be the backend software, since government of India paying for all of us, why shall we not check? And 31st of July 2018, UGC through its mandate Gazette notification published the PhD regulation of this policy of plagiarism checking and its tone and cause and other things. After having a long fight, around 4 years at Vishwabharati, finally, Vishwabharati come to a point. Now we have our approved plagiarism policy at Vishwabharati. I don't know how much of you witnessed the university website, 23rd of December 2021. University plagiarism policy of 12 pages have been uploaded. And I am just strange enough. Yesterday, our distinguished faculty member asked a question. What is to be come under plagiarism and what is not to be come under plagiarism? You might have witnessed yesterday. So see, this is the conscious level, awareness level. And when we are going to arrange this kind of program, out of 15,000 academics, we are having only 30 or 40. Yesterday it was 50, today it is like this. And we are saying how to do it, Nimaida, Kaushikda, please check it. Do you think that Kaushikda Nimaida is master of all universe of knowledge? Absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. How can it possible that one particular person, after doing 1 or 2 master degree, that he will be the efficient master of all universe of knowledge? And it is supposed that scholars will come before me and Kaushikda. Please check the similarity. How can we? When? 26th of August 2015 onwards, all the faculty members of Vishwabharati have their own plagiarism checking full account. Full account. Out of that, only 81 have activated the account till this date. Coming to scholars, you do not require any account. I will show you. You can upload by your own a thesis, a document going to be published or submitted to any periodical, but you need to use the analysis address of your prospective guide or departmental faculty members being the subject expert. Why are we avoiding or why are we insisting you to check through the subject expert account? That I will tell you in later course of my session. So whenever students are getting the chance of uploading a file, again they are doing one missed or wrong thing. What is that? They are trying to upload a file twice, thrice, even 4th time, 9 times maximum. I have found at this work. You see, how foolish work are we going to commit? Those who are attending my regular class, they are laughing. This is absolutely wrong because it's a legality, matter of legality. Let's say we are attending semester PG examination. I have submitted the answer script to my teachers who is in invigilation. Then do you think that after timing is over, after bail is over, if I ask ma'am or sir, please give me, I would like to write something, will they allow you? By rule, not possible. Why? Simply because you have submitted your examination answer script. Why are you expecting that it will coming back? Don't you have any confidence? So, why one thesis, one write-up need to be checked twice? Means you are in less confidence. Means you are in confusion. Means you might have copied from somewhere else. And that is why you need to check on files twice, thrice, fourth, and more than that. But as far as the basic pedagogy of plagiarism policy throughout India, all Indian university, government of India is concerned, one file can be checked at once only. One file can be checked at once only, not more than one. Why? In 2 reasons. Soon after depositing a file to any software basket, as I told, it will be deposited in the basket. So tomorrow when I again going to check it, he tell me that this Nimai Saha is 100% copying from that Nimai Saha. How machinery will distinct that Nimai Saha is a proprietary name of me only. Don't you think that there may be another Nimai Saha in the world? Like Honorable Vice Chancellor of Bardwan University, Nimai Chandra Saha, this is Nimai Chand Saha. Why software and how software will understood that this name will be one? That is why machine will give you similarity index report 100% from that side to this side. Then scholar come before us. After death of the patient, this is our common nature to go to super specialty hospital for a good doctor. Then you have to submit a letter through your guide. And on behalf of you, I have to apologize to the Indian coordinator. Then on behalf of Vishwa, the Indian coordinator, I have to apologize to Sweden coordinator, those who are the developer of the software. And by virtue of the university librarian and by virtue of the university coordinator, 39 times I have to beg, apologize. And I am the rank 1 librarian in India. That 39 times I have to commit, apologize. And they told me, you being Indian coordinator, it is your fault. Why are you not able to make aware to your academics? When this Vishwabharati, every 2 months we are organizing this session, number 1. Number 2, when we have our own YouTube channel, this lecture also, it is in blended mode. Soon after the lecture is over, it will be uploaded in the YouTube channel. And you are doing wrong things, and as a part of that, I have to apologize to my upper authority. And whenever we come to any workshop at Infinite Center, Nandinagar, oh, you are from Vishwabharati, sir. Sir, you please take care. This year, if you submit late apology, then I will be happy. You see, during this tea time, my head is being down. So this is going on and around Vishwabharati. So don't check one file twice, number 1. Then number 2, even if I want to check, what is the other way? There are many open access, open source software. You can check there. Then coming back to our final software, and as a matter of solution, as an alternative, yesterday I brought forward you with Willbot. Willbot is a kind of umbrella term where we are having 6 different features, out of which one is plagiarism checking. So my suggestion to all of you, if you intend to check till December 2022, because it's a very lakh rupees we have to pay for that, but to our professional relation, as I request to the agency, these 7 months, they will give it free to us for Vishwabharati community.
Normally also still available.
Yes. So you can check through Quillbot, and Quillbot is also giving you grammar, paraphrasing, summarizer. Those who have attended last day, you understood. I'm not going to repeat it out. So you can check there. And I don't know how many of you are aware that I, on behalf of you all, paying 6,50,000 money in a year to Grammarly premium. As a matter of practice, you are entitled to take Grammarly premium account from me, single mail, 1 minute. Once you drop a mail to me, I will give you the accessibility. And within the Grammarly, again we'll have a plug check facility, I mean similarity checking facility. So we are having 3 more till 31st of December 22. Therefore, coming back to my tag sentence, don't check one file twice in a particular similarity checking software. Don't check first. Second thing is that coming back to Ouriginal as a final, Because in Indian Penal Code, if somebody lodge a complaint against you today after this session from 2:30 p.m., I have to attend in our university. Since it's a confidential matter, I'm not going to utter any departmental name and other things. I have this case meeting when complaint is submitted by somebody else against somebody at Vishwabharati, and we have university constituted a committee, and that committee today is going to sit up for final recommendation. So don't think that it is not at Vishwabharati. It is going on already. It is going on. And the complaint is submitted against a scholar whose thesis is awaited to submit. See, the matter is so complex. I don't know. After this software and other things, what will be our opinion and how can we save? Both complainant and candidate, both are from Vishwabharati, for your information. So be aware from that. And that is why when somebody come before me for doing research, I ask them better not to do research. If you want to do, it should be very cautiously, honestly, hard work. Otherwise, you might have recollect that in the year 2017, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry Central University has been removed from his chair because of this plagiarism issues. Even after 20 years, maybe 27 years, actually after submission of thesis, it is 24 years or 5 years like that, he has been removed from his chair. So this is a brief introduction about the connotation, its implication, its impact, its value, its importance and essentiality of research arena. And that is why I have not very consciously not changed the slide. This will be the tagline in our heart, being an academician, that safe practice, safe career. Otherwise, your career will be under vogue. It will be under complex manner and fashion. Now, don't be worried, don't be fatigued. Since you are the member of the Vishwabharati fraternity, be scholar, be academics, be students, if you want to come by line, then your career will be more than 100% secure. More than 100% secure, I assure you. I can give you confidence, provided if you come 1 foot, then I can go for you 10 foot. Because your library is much aware, and you can say world-class library of Vishwabharati. By virtue of that, your career is much safe. Now it's your duty whether you'll opt or not, you'll accept or not. Okay. Now, I'm not going all this slide, just see those who are attending my regular PhD coursework classes, they're knowing that to me, the every letter of research itself enough to justify the ethics of research, as well as concept of research, as well as definition of research. This single slide is one and enough. You see, art for rational way of thinking. If your thinking is irrational, then that cannot be accepted by the Board of Studies as a research topic. Then expert and exhaustive treatment. This may not be a clerical and syllabi-oriented treatment. Then it will be considered as master's dissertation, MPhil dissertation. And that is why this PhD course do not have any syllabus. PhD course means I want to mean your topic, your collection, literature scope, everything is unlimited. Okay. Then search for solution. Since you have a research question in your mind, you have some confusion on a particular arena, be it science, be it non-science, be it literature, be it language, applied science, hard science, anywhere. It is equivocally applicable that we are searching and doing research to have a solution. Like during this corona period, our medical officers 24 into 7 out as a part of the research output, we are only able to get the vaccine and other things. Then exactness, y'all, exactness. Don't be deviate from your objective. In midway, it is found that in many theses, during my examination and going through the Sodganga, we found that a chapter which do not have any relation with the objective, still to enhance the page number, 25 pages or 30 pages, one chapter is there, which is nothing but a cosmetics. Less important. Do not have any relation with the text. Do not have any relation with the objective. Even if you think that that is required to be put up, you can put up at the appendix. Not here. Because your text will be surrounded with bad fat, like our human body. So that cannot be fatigued. Page number is not the confinement or any standard pagination, that unless it is 150 pages, your thesis cannot be submitted. And many times I found that, oh, this is 99 pages, so I can give double line spacing. It will be 190 pages. This is also going on. And even if you come to the Vishwavati thesis case, you will find it. Page number is not the matter of issue. Issue is the content. Issue is the text. Quality of binding is not the issue. You are not supposed to go to Calcutta Dhar book binders to get a good bindery. Had I been the examiner of the thesis, I will not go the quality of binding, color. I will go by text. I will go by research methodology. I will go by reference citation style. I will go by your every inches, header, footer, left, right, margin, space, font size, what will be the heading size, what will be the subheading, what will be the sub-subheading, what is the citation pattern. There is nothing mentioned in the research methodology, though the name of the chapter is methodology. Simply what they are giving, data collection method. Okay, then literature review, how can it be, how much chapter number is there, this is. But never they have mentioned on which particular citation style I have followed here. APA, MLA, Chicago, and there are more than 11,000 world-class citation style, 11,000. Till yesterday night, it was 11,089 to me. I may be wrong by my confinement of knowledge. We are dealing only 2, 3. Even that is not mentioned and that is not properly propagated. Very recent one thesis have been coming to the library. I found that chapter 1, it is APA. Chapter 2, that is non-APA. Again, chapter 3 is APA. Theses have been awarded. And when Sodganga is being uploaded, your thesis, that is why India is being developing country, not by finance, but by quality of teaching, quality of learning, quality of research. It's going on. And if it is going on, then how can we expect that Vishwavati will be a plus university? Forget about our internal debate. I'm not going to open up any debatable point here. NRF ranking, they're not supposed to come in the market to discuss with you and me. That is basically on interface-oriented evaluation. Some data we will submit, and then they will go by our website, IQAC website, library website, then university website, and many things. And our university website, this our thesis, Sodganga, then Vidyan database registration. You will be astonished to know that even after 6 notification, 7 notification I have published, our Vidyan database notification registration, though it is in one side good, that we are third in India. JNU, top in BHU, then JNU, then we are. But this is by number, not by quality. Only 179 faculty members have updated their profile. Rest are not. And around out of 500 faculty members, only 300 faculty members registered so far. Rest are scholars. how can we expect that our beloved institute, as propounded by these great personalities, will be a good one, will be a world-class one? That is why we are studying this kind of things. Then analysis with accuracy. Analysis with accuracy. No fraction, no probabilistic, no possibilities. It should be accurate analysis. Relationship of facts and reliability. Relationship of facts and reliability. Then C, it's most important thing to me in research methodology and entire research or publication society. C is most critical. And that is why to me, C is critical observation, careful recording, constructive attitude, and condensed generalization. And that is why scholars need to know 4C to 4C. 4C to 4C. 4C means, forecast, or to know something which is going to be happen beforehand. That is called 4C. And 4C means critical observation, careful recording, constructive attitude, and condensed generalization. There are many more. And then finally, H is very rarest idea in the current society, honesty and hard work. Everywhere it is key issues of success. Now, this is, many of you are knowing about this. Basically, thesis have 3 parts. Preliminaries. In left hand, it is body oblique text, and then appendices. Why I'm showing these things? That preliminaries and appendices is out of the plagiarism arena. Preliminaries and appendices, they are out of or exempted part from plagiarism. Only body oblique text. I mean, I have a 5 chapter of thesis, 6 chapter of thesis, 7 chapter of thesis, introduction page 1 to conclusion page end, minus reference of inside chapter will be deleted. That is only concerning on plagiarism issues. Clear? Let me repeat again that appendices and preliminaries will not come under the purview of plagiarism or similarity checking. So you have to make a running chapter of one file of your entire chapters. Chapter 1, copy paste chapter 2, copy paste chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6, whatever it is. Let's say you have 6 chapters, means introduction to conclusion. Clear? Then page 1 to this, coming to chapter 1 end, there is a reference list, delete it. Chapter 2, there is a reference list, delete it. Chapter 3, there is a reference list, delete it. Likewise, chapter 4, 5, 6, delete it. And appendices minus, first part also minus. So there is a just text, hardcode text. Have a file. The naming of the file will be, let's say to me it is Nimai Chand Saha, at least Nimai Saha. Then first 4, 5, 6 letters of the word of the thesis. So that when report will come, Nimai Saha, and then first 4, 5, whatever name of the title of the thesis, you will just cut and paste 4, 5 words first, then paste. So file naming is an art. File sent to us for plagiarism checking. Nimaida, please find the attachment, and Kaushikda, please check the file. Then when we check it, rest of the Urkun database or original database, how can they distinct? This is your, you can naming the thesis plagiarism checking, he, she. So thesis file name, I'm talking about doc or PDF file naming. And this is again, don't mix it up. Whatever format we have to submit in a CD to the exam department. That is a different format. The preliminaries to next slide I will show you. So I think it's clear to you. See, this is the preliminaries family, then body oblique text, then appendices. So from here it is clearly understood to all of you that this first part, this second part, আপনি পাবেন।
এটা পাবে স্যার, আমি যখন থেকে বললেন না,
না অডিও।
জিরো একটু আছে। ঠিক আছে স্যার।
So you say, আচ্ছা আমাদের পয়েন্টটা লাইট। You see the first part preliminaries. Title page, you might have what is title page. So that will not come under the purview of plagiarism. Then dedication, dedication may be or may not be. Maybe or may not be. All thesis may not be included this dedication. Declaration must be there. This declaration means declaration by the candidate. But even after 23rd of December, when university has accepted the plagiarism policy, our submission is in the prototype form, not in line with the accepted guidelines. I will show you. Then certificate from the supervisor or supervisors. Then preface, then acknowledgement, then abstract. This abstract, most of the thesis does not contain any abstract. Since this is not a hardcore class of research methodology, I'm not going to elaborate because this single slide will take 1.5 hour elaboration. So I'm not going about that. Then table of content, list of tables, list of figures, list of abbreviation, list of plates, and if anything. This will be considered as just pre-introduction page. This will not be uploaded for similarity check. Clear? Then what is the last point? That is called bibliography. Okay. Then sample questionnaire if it is survey-based work. Then any standard model or principle based on which you are conducting your work. That entire principle, entire model put up in the text is very ill write-up of thesis. Because that established model, that established principle, that established derivation is available in the mother book, and that is known to all of the subject experts. Okay, so that is very ill thesis, ill write-up, substandard write-up. So my suggestion is that you just give a footnote there in the chapter about the model and its referencing. Then if you think it is required at the end under these appendices, you can add it. And very consciously, I am given the name of the heading is appendices, not appendix. Singular and plural number, In many cases, in the thesis, you found appendix having more than one item. If I show you the thesis, then you will be found how foolish work are we continuing. Then research-related public, then exhibition, display of plates, pictures, etc. You see, here it is 4, and it is $12 in the preliminaries part. It is 12 point, and in the appendices 4 points. If you read, you will get a similarity of smelt. You see, here point 12, list of plates means list of photographs. In geography, it is called plates. In some subject, it is called plates. But to us in generic, it is called photographs. And in the 4 of appendix, exhibition, display of plates, pictures, etc. Then immediately you can ask me, Nimaida, what is the difference between these two? Almost it is same. Because I found many of the theses that there are much picture when I'm not concerning or doing research on picture. I am going to collect data in a different area or population. So I am taking 20 pictures for data collection. It's not required. You can give there 2, 3, 4 different places or dates only. The rest of the pictures you can give here. Because content will give such kind of text which will justify your text as evidence. But sometimes we found that evidence is more than the original sentence, which is again ill write-up of thesis. So that you can put up in the appendices. Then field ID statement. Soon after the admission at any institute for PhD, a diary need to maintain a scholar called field ID. And that replica from that diary will placed as appendices, which actually to me it is called international or world-class thesis called VAT, not value-added tax, value-added thesis, value-added thesis, value-added thesis. So your experience, you need to be mirrored here. This is not textual. Your guide may not ask you about these things. This is a kind of presentation of my thesis, which can add extra value compared to my other fellow colleagues. Guide is concerned only chapter because of content and subject and text and the problem, objective, this. But your duty. How can friendly, qualitatively, efficiently, I can represent my thesis? Okay. So there is another justification. I'm not going on that point. Then research-related publications. In most of the cases, I found that research-related publications means scholars will append there 20 pages of 2 papers, whole Xerox and put up there. No need. Basic naming is list of research-related publications, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. And then what is the list? Bibliographic information of the publications. At the most, you can give the abstract and keyword, at the most. But like a foolish person, they are giving 20 pages or 30 pages of their earlier journal publications, which is related to the research. That is not at all required. It is nothing but fatigue of page number, because that has already been published. Had you been given here as repeat, you are playing infringement of copyright, because it will be uploaded in the Sodhganga, which is a full free and open access database. If you publish this journal in a good and world-class journal, that cannot be given here full text. But it is going on. Not all cases, but some cases. Then short CV of the scholar. Short CV means at least your passport, recent photo, your address, mail ID, WhatsApp number. Because who knows, even after 10 years, why I am adding these things, this is my life experience. I received a mail from Sri Lanka on my particular thesis that he wanted to cite, and he asked me to tell me, I didn't knew her. So because of my mail ID is there, he or she only able to contact with me. Otherwise, after submission of thesis to my university, like in my case it is Bardwan University, I have no connection with Bardwan University. I am here only. How one can contact with you? Who knows? After passing here, you can go foreign for postdoctoral and you can settle in the abroad. How can one contact with you? And basically, we are beggar of citation. Had my thesis get citation in a foreign level, that is the beauty of my thesis. So this is. Now, yes, this is another wrong thing going on the citing, referencing, and bibliographies. If I add two more terms, footnote, endnote, these 5 are completely different. But most of the times we are mixing it up. Citation, it has different objective and arena. Referencing to, bibliographies to, endnote to, footnote to. These 5 are completely different from one to another. What is citation? Citation is, you see, within the text, this Rodriguez, 2003, red color, it is actually in-text citation. In-text citation means surname of the contributor. I am not saying author. Surname of the contributor and publication of the article or journal or whatever it is. And this has been made on APA style of manual. Within the parenthesis, it will automatically given by the system. Even by MS Word, if you go, it will come around. Then at the end of the chapter, this is the reference, Rodriguez R. 2003, the elder population, psychology and well-being. This, you see, the elder population colon psychology and well-being, source title or name of the book, you can say, this is in Italy. This is by virtue of APA style of citation, APA style manual. Okay, then New Year, place of publication, colon, Penguin Books, name of the publishers. So if you practice it in MS Word, it will come automatically by the machine. You need not pay any pen, any attention on that. Once you practice these things, your thesis submission will be 3 months earlier. 3 months earlier at least, and less. Okay, so this is citation and referencing, not even bibliography. Not even bibliography. Bibliography is another agenda. After having all chapters complete, then at the end, appendices, all references will clubbing together, then alphabetic arrangement will be there. That is called bibliography. And in bibliography, you can have Saha's paper will come thrice or 4 times, maybe 3-4 chapters you can use one particular writer. So there it will come once. And in bibliography, some documents which you may not use directly in your thesis may also come as consult resources. Unless you read this paper, you cannot conceptualize your problem. And reference means you have read and you have take some paraphrase from that writer to your writer. So total collection of literature is same. Out of that, some documents you can use in your write-up called reference, and some documents you have read, just conceptualize, and then try to write up the thesis, but not directly paraphrasing or taking any quotation from that write-up. So that will come under bibliography altogether. Reference and bibliography. This is a simple difference. Okay. So this simple difference, I am assured you and guaranteed you, because I am not a liar, I can say. I can give you this presentation if you require. Contact with me through mail, I will give it to you. Nothing is mine. It is available in the open access domain. I am just collecting and just assembled here to make you a ready-made food. Okay. So don't be worried. If you require, drop me a mail. This presentation, I will give it to you. Because I am here to strengthen the quality of research. Had I been put it myself, research strengthen will not be success. So you will get it. Now, let me switch over to the main agenda. Before that, this is a single discussion. How to cite and refer resources from WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, RSS feed. Generally, we are dealing with books and journals, newspaper, patents, interview, online and offline, means print and electronic. But I am a man who is asking you, how can you cite these documents? Let's say I am having a document from a tweet. Okay. Or I am getting a document from Facebook. Let's say Vishwanath Library has its Facebook. With that Facebook, we have different information disseminate. So you can get that information from Facebook. So you want to cite that Facebook. How? You cannot answer me probably, because none of the printed bibliography or whatever it is, I'm talking about citation style. Neither in the APA style or Chicago style or MLS style, be it online or be it offline, if you have the document, you can read it. I will give you 1 year time at least. Then come before me. Yes, Nimaida, in this way I can cite the Twitter and WhatsApp, RSS feed, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram. You cannot. You cannot find it out. And I am guiding one dissertation on masters at IGNOU in my subject. That academic input through social network. We are using my Facebook, your Facebook, or in our library WhatsApp group, But how much people give me thumbs up when I am catering any academic input? I found less. But when I giving a good picture, visiting somewhere else, 500 like. It's very recent. I have uploaded one picture. I got more than 500 like. Had I been put that I have delivered one lecture there and there, I am getting 80, 70. I being an academician, if it is the value of the social network, how can I shout? The social network is not able to contribute that input of academics. So from there, we have tried to develop methods and systems of this social networking site and their contribution. See, every day, if I am going to talking about ABP Ananda, Sumonda, every day, having a debate, just take the academic level. I'm not going about to talk on debate and this, that, not that. I'm just going to taking academic input. So after having some discussion, he went and opened some Twitter. Who is saying on a particular topic, what is that things? And every day, prime ministers tweet something on government policy or government scheme or whatever it is. Let's taking him as prime minister. Let's taking our Mamata Banerjee, Madam Mamata Banerjee as chief minister, not as a leader of any political team. So don't you think that they are catering information, government information through their speech, through their blogs, through their tweet? So don't you think that we need to have evaluation of academic contribution by government, by political leaders, by academicians, and how much its utility? So taking of that mind, I am giving 2% of 2 and 2 for social network, and I am planning to conduct one PhD program on that. Then only society will get something. And you people are not getting the PhD idea. Ma'am, what do I do? Sir, what do I do? This is our common thing and systems of registering PhD, not that. There are many topics loitering in the market, which is researchable to give actual academic impetus to the society. Okay, now let me switch over to it. Yes. Now the Vishwabhati website. See, this is Vishwabhati website. Notice page. 23rd of December. Academic and research section. Plagiarism policy of the university. 23rd of December, this has been uploaded. I am little confused how much of you have clicked and saw these docs. So if you click, you see, this is in line with the UGC's compliances. 31st of July 2018. It's 90% copy and paste because being Central University, we didn't have any option to deviate from that UGC guideline. Okay, so it's most of the things. Background, it's just copy and paste. Definition, objective, awareness program and trainings. This is my responsibility. Why are we here? So this is I'm not doing by my own thinking and I'm not thefting time from you. This is by UGC guideline and university guideline. So I am duty bound to do it. You see? How to curb plagiarism? You just download it and save it in your desktop or take a printout whenever you are traveling through train or bus and get idle time. Just read it. This is not a serious reading. Okay. Then level of plagiarism, you see, there are 4 levels of plagiarism. First is 0 level, 0 to 10%. It is allowable percentage. And then 1 level, 10 to 40. Second level, third level, 40 to 60, and fourth level 60 and above. Okay, this is the level of plagiarism. Then detection, reporting, and handling of plagiarism. You see, 23rd of December and today is more than 23rd of June. Almost 6 months is over. I don't have any information whether our any department has constituted this DAIP, Departmental Academic Integrity Panel. Departmental Academic Integrity Panel. If any complaint is becoming, then immediately this committee will take up the matter. Who will be the chairman? Who will be the member? What will be the constitution part of the body? It's clearly mandated by the agency, accepted by the university. Then based on that, IAIP, Institutional Level Academic Integrity Panel. Who will be the chairman? What will be the body of the construction? It's there clearly mandated. Okay. Then penalty clause. What will be the penalty? If I am a teacher, what will be the penalty if I am a scholar? It's clearly mandated and university accepted in toto. Nothing deviation. It is just copy and paste. See, minor similarity, no penalty. Then 10 to 40, such students shall be asked to submit a revised script within a stipulated time period not exceeding 6 months. Within a stipulated period not exceeding 6 months. After submission of thesis, if it is detected that this much of percentage is having 10 to 40, then you have been asking to submit revised thesis within 6 months, not exceeding 6 months. Okay. Then third level, such students shall be debarred from submitting a revised script for a period of 1 year. You will be banned to submit thesis 1 year. Then fourth level, such students' registration for that program shall be cancelled, means expelled. And in the draft regulation, which is becoming by 23rd, EDC is now going to prepare one fake scholars list, like fake university list, you know. Once you have been plagiarism accused, more than 60%, there will be a list. So any universities, when going to register you further, it will be our duty to see whether your name is there in that list. If it is, then in India, you will not be allowed to do research. So you see how complex it is going to be happened. Then for faculty members or me, shall be asked to withdraw manuscript 10 to 40, 40 to 60, shall be asked to withdraw manuscript, shall be denied a right to 1 annual increment, shall not be allowed to be a supervisor to any new masters, MPhil, PhD scholars for 2 years. See, then fourth level, first 2 points are same, shall not be, this is 2 successive increment, earlier one increment, and here it is 3 years. You will not be take any administrative part of these things 3 years. And the draft regulation contains that you will be without pay leave for these 3 years or 2 years. Means your career will be under black spot. So this much of penalty clause going to be added. It is in draft mode. I don't think that it will come. Maybe 1 year, maybe lesser period may come. But you just concern and train on this particular arena, because this is our country quality. This is our country sentiment. This is our nation sentiment. Not of any Vishwabharati, not of any Kazi Nazrul University, Modern University, or any state or any other things. So this is, and same thing uttered here. Yes, you see. No. You see, as I told, 31st of July 2018, this is the Government of India Gazette notification. This is Hindi and English, 16 pages. Let me skip the Hindi part and then English part. It is there. It is almost, no, actually, Toto, you can say, copy and paste by Vishwabharati. You see, this is short title, then definition, it is simply copy and paste. Okay. And in Vishwavarati, you see, this is the undertaking format. Undertaking format means declaration by the scholars or students. You see, format is there. You now need to submit in this fashion. But yesterday, one thesis have been submitted in exam section, and I found this is not there. So that student and the department and the guide all are responsible if any case is becoming. If not, then fine. Because university has published its mandate. Scholars and department or guide, they are not abide with the mandate. So if any problem is becoming, then it will be your problem. Everybody will wash their hands with good sanitizer and hand wash. He will be involved because it is in website and public domain. You cannot say, I do not know, ma'am, I do not know, dada. This will not be the answer. Then plagiarism certificate from supervisor, you see. Oh, just tell me here. Software used, Ouriginal. Name of the software is Ouriginal. Date, the date of checking. Then similarity index, 5%, 7%, 0%, whatever it is. Total word count, how much word it is coming. In the report, it will be noted. I will show you one report and you will get it. And similarity, the report is has duly checked through a plagiarism detection tool approved by the authority, and I also declared that the thesis checked plagiarism free bolchen guide এইখানে বলা আছে plagiarism free. You see, plagiarism free after reconciliation. After reconciliation means after getting the reconciliation, after getting the analysis report from software, you and your guide need to reconcile whether this is the actual plagiarism or not. Then percentage may come down. That percentage you may write there, not plagiarism, maybe 2%, maybe 3%. So this certificate is a kind of symbolic guide to you. Then accordingly you have to tune on your grounds reality. Okay. Then this is text recycling self-plagiarism certificate by the author and co-authors. Very, very important. And this is a great vicious trap because that research-related publications, whatever you have published relating to your research, if you use a part of that publication, of course you need to use, then only relativity will be established. Then you need to cite you yourself. Then you need to cite you yourself. Because once you throw one stone from your hands, that stone cannot come back. Likewise, once you published one creation by you, which is available in the public domain, that whenever you use, you have to cite you like other person. That is called self-citation and self-plagiarism certificate. Okay, that format is also here. Name of the journal, ISSN number, ISBN, this format. Then this declaration, signature of the author, signature of the co-author, signature of the co-author. If it is more than 4 or 5, that needs to be appended here. Okay. And the plagiarism report need to be appended. কোথায় গেল যে রিপোর্টটা জমা দিতে হবে? The system generated report is attached. The system generated report is attached. It will be attached in the printed binded thesis as well as soft copy of the thesis. Because when we will upload these things, after 10 years, if somebody lodge a complaint, then you will defend yourself. That time it was there. By these 10 years, there are some other similar kind of publications may add in the database. Now it is 5. And as I have been submitted my thesis in the year 2022, and the similarities become 32, so we have to check whether that fellow taken my copy, my creation. That is called positive citation, positive similarity. So we need to check it. And during cash promotion, we found a lot of these things. Apparently, it is appeared that he has similarity or plagiarism with others. But we discovered that our valued teacher published his or her paper in the year 2016, and similarity is becoming in the 2019. So that people is responsible because he has copied from my valued teacher. And he has properly given citation. So he is getting citation. So that cannot be considered his negative. That is a positive similarity. So always similarity may not be labeled as a negative report. We need to justify. Okay. And finally, you see, this is the UGC guideline. This content would have been the mandatory part of coursework syllabus. And it has been uploaded in the year 2019. By these 3 years, none of the Vishwadi department has updated their syllabus with this paper. No. So UGC by university right now saying this is to be incorporated in the syllabus. You see, philosophy and ethics, teaching hours, scientific conduct, publication ethics, open access publishing, publication misconduct, database and research matrix. So total 30 hours plus need to be allocated. And what is the syllabi details? That is also. So departmental board of studies, then institute board, then academic council blindly accept it and add syllabus accordingly. Then it will be done. Otherwise, most of the cases we found, let me say very frankly, as your friend, that scholars will come to know these things during or before submission. Just 10 days, 15 days. And they are not attending our classes and they are not showing university notice of this kind of program. So this is the basic philology. Now let me quickly come over in the online demonstration how one can check a report through Ouriginal, and if it is more than 10%, how through reconciliation that percentage will come down, that I will show you. In the meantime, let me have a scope 5 to 10 minutes to interact. If you have any question, if you have any doubt or confusion, because many things I have left out, that you will question me, then I will give answer. Many things, because it's a 6 to 8 hours class, which is not possible to address by 1 hour or 2 hours. And it's not possible to me and to you too, to digest every gamut of this, similarity and research ethics arena by 1 hour or 2 hours. Not possible. Still, I'm just trying to explore the agenda before you to think and to give you the feeding point through which you can have some idea to read. And then if you have any confusion, straight away come in the library. We are here. Kaushik is here. Radprasad is here. Vishnu is here. We all are here to truncate you, to customize your confusion, to reach in the proper and fruitful way. But don't request us, Nimaida, please take this file, as I told you, because I can check. I can check. Now, if there is more than 10%, if you ask me to make it down, then somebody labeled you and me that Nimaida taking 5,000 money and manipulating this percentage. Nimaida is knowing nothing, and you are also doing it very honestly. But why are we going to take up this bad level? And of course, I'm not the master of physics. I'm not the master of social work. I'm not the master of history. I'm not the master of philosophy. I'm not the master of Bengali, Santali, Assamese, Italian, Russia. Not. So how do you think that he is master of these things? Yes. Being a research methodologist, I am trying to update my knowledge on this arena. How quick, how easy, how efficient I can save my scholar society. Anytime you can come, I will give you answer to the best of my knowledge. If I don't know at that point of time, I will upgrade my knowledge from different sources and different personalities, India and abroad, then I will give you answer. Finish. So if you have any questions or any confusion, please put up.
primary and secondary sources.
Primary, secondary sources, where they will be. Footnote. Footnote you can remove. End of the chapter footnote. End note, end note. End of the chapter called end note. See,
Sources we incorporate in our articles or chapters, primary sources. So are we supposed to read those sources and then check?
see,
Then we are supposed to check with double quotation marks.
no, actually, end note and footnote basically taking copy from somewhere else. Forget about primary source, secondary source, tertiary source. Forget about why we are giving footnote or end note to elaborate something in details. And when we suppose that, when we assume that this quotation may have 40 lines, but to justify my intention, this 4 line or 5 line is enough. And you are giving there 1, 2, 3 stop, then quotation. 1, 2, 3, not 4, not 2, mind it. It's very interesting point. In several occasions, I am saying, why 3 stop? Why not 4 or why not 2 or 5? 3 stop. But in many cases, in the journal article of different stalwarts, you found that 4 stop or 5 stop or 2 stop. That's wrong. Only 3 stop is the correct. Can anybody supplement me? আমি বলেছিলাম যারা আমার অন্য জায়গায় ক্লাস অ্যাটেন্ড করে সেখানে আমি পড়তে আমি একাডেমিক স্টাফ কলেজে এই কথাটা বলি সব জায়গাতেই বলি ইয়েস অ্যান্ড সো অন ইন বেঙ্গলি এবং আরো আছে কারণ যে আমি বললাম 40টা লাইন ইটস এ বিগ টেক্সট আউট অফ দ্যাট এ পার্ট আমি ওখানে কোটেশনে দিলাম দিয়ে দেওয়ার আগে আমি 3টে স্টপ দিলাম তার মানে এবং আরো আছে এবং আরো আছে and so on. So that is why this is a part of methodology and logistic methodology, not that this is from my brainchild, not that. So that 3 stop only, not 2 stop, not 4 stop, mind it. So soon after getting that symbol, it is called a continuing symbol. Then any reader need to see the foot, whether the scholar is supplement the incomplete part in completion as footnote, or maybe at the end note, or maybe at the appendices. So wherever you can give, that must be out of the track, and footnote, end note, reference, bibliography, all these things may not be the part of the similarity index. That is not of your creation. Because most of the cases, sometimes in some cases across the subject, it's required that you can justify something by your own, so that footnote may be there. But if any footnote or endnote I am copying from somewhere else in the text, to justify my text, I can give that endnote from that particular text, so that text may be deleted because that will be coming common and similarity will be higher. So again, we have to justify these sources has properly been cited and referred and may please be ignored. And that is why you are customized that percentage, compromise with that percentage. So that you have to give, but it's better not to put up in checking files. Yes. Yes. If it is from there, but if it is your own justification oriented footnote, because footnote from any source and footnote from my own justification. If it is my own justification, that must be there. Whatever I have written to claim myself, it's my creation, that must be evaluated, analyzed through any software. Clear? That is. Anything? Please. Exemption. Yes, please.
The difference between table of contents and list of tables. Most people know table of contents. What does that mean? List of tables.
এক্সটেনশনটা দেখি উপরে you see this 0.5 similarity checks for exclusion from plagiarism, similarity checks for exclusion from plagiarism, clearly mandated. The similarity checks for plagiarism shall exclude the following. What is that? All quoted work reproduced with all necessary permission and or attribution. Let me read again. All quoted works reproduced with all necessary permission and or attribution. Here attribution means citation and reference. So quotation dilam মানে আমার plagiarism হলো না, not that. Basic things to avoid plagiarism trap, you have to give citation and referencing, so that minus me other readers will understand this is not the creation of the Nimaida, this is the creation of Kaushikda, because he soon after the quotation is over, I marked that Ghosh 2018 means it is the publication of Dr. Ghosh in the year 2018, and at the list it is there. So quotation is not simply quotation. You see, read it very clearly. All quoted word reproduced with all necessary permission and or attribution. Why permission? Why permission? This is the long discussion on research methodology part. As I took classes every day, that time I will discuss it. The very consciously UGC noted that permission. Yes, many times we need permission to take a quotation, because when we take a quotation from printed or electronic format, that time attribution is applicable. Because many times from any interview, from any source or population, I can take a discussion. Okay, so I want to quote that discussion. So before quoting that discussion, I need to take permission. Like যদি আমরা কারো ফোন কল রেকর্ড করি, পারমিশন নিতে হয়। দাদা আমি এই কন্ট্যাক্টটা রেকর্ড করছি, ডু ইউ হ্যাভ এনি অবজেকশন? যদি না জানিয়ে কেউ ফোন কল রেকর্ড করে, দ্যাট ইজ ডিজিটাল পাইরেসি, ক্রিমিনাল অফেন্স। You cannot copy my contract, oral contract, without my permission. Telecall, you cannot. Even if you reproduce against me for any legal case, you will be penalized, since you have not obtained my permission or attribution. Like this. আমি অনেক উদাহরণ দিই ক্লাসে যে কখন কখন পারমিশন দরকার হয়। সো বিকজ অফ শর্টেজ অফ টাইম, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
তো আমাকে কি ওই যেটা আমি ট্রান্সক্রিপ্ট লিখছি সেটা কি সিগনেচার করিয়ে তারপরে আমাকে থিসিসের সঙ্গে অ্যাটাচ করতে হবে? এরকম কোনো ব্যাপার আছে?
না, ওই পারমিশনটা মানে হচ্ছে যে পরবর্তীকালে আমি যদি শো করতে চাই, না, ওই শুরুতেই তাকে বলতে হয়। যেমন আমরা যখন কোনো সার্ভে করতে যাই, গাইড একটা চিঠি দেয় বা স্কলার একটা চিঠি দেয়, ইউ আর রিকোয়েস্টেড টু ফিল আপ দ্য কোয়েশ্চেনিয়ারি or to give some time with my scholar to assist her research work. Your comments, your input will be used only for this research or academic works and will be kept confidential. Your valued time will be much appreciated. তো ওই যে অ্যাট্রিবিউশনটা নিচ্ছি, মানে ওই কোশ্চেনারের প্রথমেই ওই চিঠিটা থাকে, তার মানে আমি যে পারমিশন তার নিচ্ছি, কারণ সে তো ওখানে সই করে দিচ্ছে, ওটা থাকে। এবার ওইটাকে এখানে দিতে হবে না। ওইটা যদি আমাকে কেউ পরে চ্যালেঞ্জ করে, আই নিড টু প্রডিউস অ্যাজ এভিডেন্স, অফকোর্স। আর যদি এটা টেলিকল হয়, তাহলে প্রথমেই তাকে আগে বলে নিতে হবে যে আমি আপনার সাথে এই কথাটা বলছি বা প্রশ্নোত্তর নিয়ে বা এই আলোচনাটা করছি, এটা আমার রিসার্চের কাজের জন্য করছি, আমি এটা রেকর্ডিং করছি, এবং আমার রিসার্চের কাজে এই বাংলাটাকে আমি ইংরেজিতে ট্রান্সলেট করে যদি ব্যবহার করি, আপনার কোনো আপত্তি আছে কিনা। উনি বল, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই, হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, কোনো পারমিশন অ্যাট্রিবিউশন এখানে বলেনি, পারমিশনটা লিখিতই হতে হবে। এগুলো যে এভিডেন্স, সেটা তো থাকবে, স্যাম্পল কোশ্চেনারি অ্যাপেন্ডিসেস ওখানে তো থাকছেই। আচ্ছা, তারপরে এখানে হচ্ছে অল রেফারেন্সেস, বিব্লিওগ্রাফি, টেবল অফ কন্টেন্ট, প্রিফেস অ্যান্ড অ্যাকনলেজমেন্ট। ঠিক আছে, all generic terms, be it scientific, be it non-scientific, common understanding, open truth, proverbial sentence, ঠিক আছে। প্রতিদিন সূর্য পূব আকাশে ওঠে, এমন নয় যে এটা ও ব্যবহার করেছিল আমার আর করার ক্ষমতা নেই। দিস ইজ ওপেন ট্রুথ, প্রভার। সো এভরিবডি হ্যাজ দ্য রাইট, বাট মেশিন উইল সে ইট ইজ সিমিলারিটি। কারণ ও তো এটা বোঝেন, আগে আমি বললাম ইট ইজ এ রোবোটিক চেক আপ, নট দ্য ইন্টেলেকচুয়াল চেক আপ। এবং সেই জন্যই তো সাবজেক্ট এক্সপার্টদের চেক করা উচিত অ্যানালাইসিস রিপোর্টটা, নট থ্রু নিমাইন্ড। ওকে, so this is now coming back to his question. His question is table of content and list of tables. Table of content means in any work we have a suchipatra or content page where we are giving the chapter 1 some content word, then pagination. This is actually called table of content or contents only, or in Bengali it is called suchipatra. Yeah, and list of tables means in your work you have used 50 different data tables. So table 1, table 2, table 3, and used in chapter, okay, and table heading and picture caption. But many a times I found table footing. Table always will be in header. টেবিলের হেডার থাকবে, টেবিলের মাথায় টেবিলের হেডিংটা থাকবে, টেবিলের পায়ে যদি আমরা ফুটার দিই, দ্যাট ইজ রং ইন মেথোডোলজি। অ্যান্ড ছবির ক্ষেত্রে আমরা in a picture we will not give header, we will give footer caption. Let's take the example of any newspaper. Caption always at the bottom or leg or footer, and table heading always will be in header. Age heading tarpor table, and picture age picture tar niche caption. But in many cases, if you come to my library, I will show you our Sodganga. If I open it, in rest of the states, not only for West Bengal and Vishwabharati, it's a Joga Khichuri, or you can say Allah Balu. How can you think this will be a awarded thesis? Had it been HS result, then I can mercy. Or UG, I can mercy. You say, doctoral award, no? So we have to be much cautious, and methodology should be maintained by its grammar. It's very, very syntactical grammar. No other things. So, exclude করতে। Let's say I have written a book in the year 2018. You have right to use the content of that book and cite it and refer it. He has, she has. So Saha, NC 2018, an introduction to library development, Vishwabharati, Santiniketan, same. He, she will give same. Then it will come similarly a higher percentage. Because this you will give to avoid plagiarism. So once I incorporate the list in the plagiarism, then the entire plagiarism will be minus minus big plus. Minus into minus means in algebra it is big plus. আরো ধার বেড়ে যাবে, মানে আমার পাপের বোঝা বেড়ে যাবে। তো সেইটাই ওরা ওখানে এক্সাম করে দেয়। ক্লিয়ার? প্লিজ।
My research is sponsored from the ICSS. Where I should mention this research is sponsored from the ICR. I have to mention in our thesis.
In declaration you can mention declaration. Yeah, in declaration you can mention this line. See, better we will discuss case to case specific case in individual 1:1 fashion, or if you wish I can arrange this kind of session at the end of July again. This is a very generic session, and my colleague Dr. Ghosh knew it, and during NAC visit we submitted that one new agenda we want to start, scholars assistance cell. Scholars assistance cell. Every day 1-2 teacher will be in the library, and from my team 1-2 person will be there, one machine, one room will be there. You people will come in 1 hour, discussion going on. If you have any specific question, so that cell I intend to open it up, but because of the corona period, it has been lagging behind, but I intend to start it very soon. But see, being human, I am having less energy from this soil. That is the only thing. This is lagging behind. Otherwise, we have several innovative thoughts and ideas through which we will inculcate the good research ethics, the quality research in Vishwabharati. So if you wish, I will do it. Your demand will insist me to do it faster. And again, in 12 July onwards, we will coming here, 7 days workshop. Not only me, my colleague and other library colleagues, they will come over here and they will deliver research-related discussion. I think Manojit is attending several occasions, no? And after the participation, we will give certificate too. So that we will take care. Okay. So like this ICSSR or any particular case specific, mathematics or this, in this case, what is your view? Let me just take an example. Here I am MBBS, general physician. Had you been intend to take orthopedic neuro suggestion, you have to meet different doctors in different types. So I will try to take specific case because other will bore you. Other will feel bored. We have already crossing 1 hour 30 minutes. So let me quickly jump up. Yes, let me quickly jump up the original, which is interesting part and which you are actually sitting to say, how can we check? How can we insist my teachers, my faculty members, my guide to do it very efficiently? Please.
About citing the Facebook and WhatsApp section you just said. I want to know what about the authenticate value of the sources you are citing? I mean, how do you know whether the sources are authenticate at all or not? And especially for Facebook and
Actually, this is again specific case. I have long 3 hours answer of this single question. Still just 3 minutes, let me say. Authenticate means what do you want to actually mean? That's in your mind. First thing is that what I told is that he is my friend and he is uploading his one article publication or any, sometimes any poems, any observation. I can show you from my mobile that what I actually want to mean. There are many things learned from Facebook, from my friend list. Okay. Then let's say one professor from Kalna College, my earlier college, Professor Botuti Chaudhary, every day she has given some kind of natural phenomena with physics concept. Okay, which is very, very layman will understand. Like my subject, I get one thing and I use the things. So that Facebook post has an individual link. Through that particular link, that particular post can be readable to everyone. So when I access and that link and the content may be given as citation and referencing. That's over. There is no approved citation fashion so far. But after reading, if you don't found it is needed to me, why are you going to cite and refer? So authentication vary, content to content, authentication vary, time to time, authentication vary, candidate to candidate, need to need. Angle of judgment to judgment. There are 19 different parameters. I am saying 4 or 5 points only. You have to be very logistic, analytical sense. Then you will come up a point of intersection to justify your things. We are, to me, I am having 3,000 Facebook friends. Out of that, only 3-4 friends I found that they are giving academic impetus. So they are authentic to me. What is the authenticity? This is authentic to me in respect of some need, not for all, not for every time. And whenever you give one, you just copy the link. There is an option. Copy the link and you give the reference link. So if somebody need to say whether Nimaida is saying right or wrong, they test the link and open the Facebook page of that particular fellow. Now you can justify that there is inauthenticate or less authenticate or good authentication. That's your duty. I am not saying that this is Ved Vakko. This is established principle. I'm not saying. Because everywhere, like any book, how can you justify it is authentic? Any e-resource in Google, as I teach you, how can you say it is authentic? There are some parameters. And there are some fact site. And we have some parameter through which you can judge what are the fake site that should be segregated. So that I have separate agenda, presentation. Let's come to the see. This is actually আমরা যদি আমরা ব্যাক থেকে শুরু করি একটু। See, this is our friendly page of net. Please.
सर प्लगरिज्म में सर आपका आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ।
सर सरकारी परिस्थिति में हम प्लगरिज्म को चेक कर सकते हैं।
Hold this question. I will conclude answering of these questions. Okay, mind it. See, this is Google page. Type for. Just type here Ouriginal. Ouriginal, simply original. In British English, it is original, but in Swedish, there is a U in the spelling. So Ouriginal. You see Ouriginal. Ouriginal. One U are extra is here, but in British English, no U. Original. You can click here or you can click login page. Let's click here. Right corner, login. Log into web inbox. দাও say we are just taking entry here like Kaushik, the his biswardi.ac.in mail id is the id kaushik.ghosh at biswa-bharati.ac.in, then password, hey Budhi, show sign in. This page is looking like a mail page, mail inbox page. Okay, so I am first going to upload a page. So during first time you will not having this much of, this is preloaded and pre-analyzed report. Okay, so here upload, in the left hand panel corner you see upload, very easy. Then upload files. Upload files. Click here. Any file you can check from the location, maybe from hard disk, maybe from pen drive, maybe from mail, wherever it is. Let's say I am checking this file. Then here, if you click this drop down menu, you will get analysis address. So you need not make it memorize. This is a mnemonic, kaushik.ghosh.vbuni at analysis.urkun.com. At analysis.urkun.com. So whatever it is, you may not bother about this. Had you been scholar, you may not have this ID. Okay, if you are a scholar or if you are a student, you will not get full ID. I mean, you are not supposed to upload. You are not supposed to conceive the report, because in your mind, trial and error, like a baby, you just broken, then trying to make it synthesis, broken then synthesis. So what? Let's check, then delete, then again check that. So that's why students are not giving the conceiving power of the analysis report. So for that things, you need to use analysis address of your teachers. So once you take copy and paste, any teachers, okay. Then subject, history, economics, geography, chemistry, physics, social work, education, physical education, yoga science, agriculture, whatever it is, Sanskrit, Santali, whatever it is, you just give. Let's say, then if I click here upload file, then it will be uploaded. Since it is dummy, I am not clicking here. So I can click cancel. Clear? Soon after you upload in your mail ID, that kaushik.ghosh@biswardi.ac.in, one automatic system generated mail will come that you have one document number is this, today this time, please wait for result like that.
Confirmation.
And confirmation submission. Okay. Then after 30 minutes, usually, or 40 minutes, if you open your mail or if you open your original account, in both the cases, you will get the report. So let's say I am opening report from here. And here, let me show you that I wanted to see the report, analysis report. How can I see? See, this is 18%, this is 20%. Let me just open it. You see, details is giving here, how much what it is count, this document number, it is there. Then what count, as I told in the certificate. So that is, it is there, everything. Then open report, and this is export to PDF. So if you confirm that it is 3%, I can directly export the report to PDF. But if I am not confirmed, or if it is, since it is more than 10%, 10, 20%, so we need to sit together and reconcile the report. Okay. So then open report. See, soon after opening the analysis overview, this down arrow key is the, again, export PDF report, download PDF report. Okay. So if you click here, just to show you, ওই ওদের ইয়ে চলছে তো, তোমার ট্রানজিশন চলছে। Oh, yes. Let it be downloaded. By that time, let me show. Oh, I think it will not come. Machine is little slow. Okay, I will show you this smaller file. Okay, see, this is the matching text. Okay, this is 20%, 12%. This is the matching text, and total matching text, if you wanted to see, sources. You see, sources, see, 4.74% from this, Drupal.genoise.day something. Then 5.11% from linkspringer.com. 4.3 bio one earlier publication, right? So 4.5% from here. So these are the several sources through which machine is showing that you are having similarity. So if I click this page, this page is opening. It may take time. This is the original source of that website where machine is found similarity. So I have to open that mother website as well as my manuscript, whether it is actual similarity or not. And very first thing I have to discover whether I have cited this URL or not. You see, this is becoming, and of course from this paper, any line, anything is found similar to my write-up. So if you are found that yes, this is said one article, and many times it is happened that you are cited the print journals, and nowadays many things is available in twin form, print as well as electronic. You have consulted a print books or a print journal, and you have cite and refer properly, but you didn't knew that this journal article or this book is equally applicable in the e-form. Clear? From machine, you only get to know that yes, this journal is also available in the electronic form. So you have already citation, let it be remain as it is, and the reference list that Nimai Chansa, this article, this, it was there. At the end, again, available at, then simply copy this URL. Available at, paste the link there. Accessed on, when you have access. Today, give the date. Because after some time, this paper may not be there in the web. After some time, this paper may be edited or updated by somebody else. So for any electronic document updation, citation, you need to give time and date. Available at, copy paste the URL, accessed on, date and time. Accessed on, date and time. Means one single document having two different sources. One single document having two different sources. I mean format of sources. One is print format, other one is electronic format. This is actually called one source double referencing. One source double reference. Because it's appeared in two different formats. So during coursework examination, when I teach, this kind of question is becoming. What do we mean by single source double citation or double referencing? So this will be the answer. In what stage this will appear? So this would have been the question as part of publication misconduct, that research ethics syllabi as set by UGC. Okay. So you see, this is the thing.
This is in the publication the same.
And sometimes you may found that this is my own publication or our publication or our lab's publication in case of science, because this is related. So you have not earlier known that this publication of mine is available also in URL. So this time you get to know, and though it is your publication and your research, you need to give citation, considering yourself that I am not mine. Like this publication is not mine. This is that he is the publisher. What you did for that? You have to give proper citation and referencing. So this is called self-citation. And then only the research-related justification, publication of research-related will establish. Otherwise, you have research-related 2-3 publications. If you don't have any citation within the text, then that cannot be related. How? So that must be, your research-related publications must be used, any chapters, any part, any line, at least once, and that can be properly cited and referred. Okay, that is called self-citation. You see these things. So this is now coming back to this page. Okay, after going through it, I found that this is self-citation. I have already giving citation and referencing. Then uncheck this percentage. Save and continue. Then originally it was 20%. Now it may be lowered down. You see it is 15%. As I uncheck this. So then you see how foolishly we have tried one file, check twice, thrice. Once I check, then system is there to reconcile the report, to reach out the actual plagiarism. This 20% or 15% or 70% is the similarity index. Mind it. Repeatedly I am saying since beginning.
That in case if there is any formula, so in that case
you can ignore it. You can uncheck this percentage. If you confirm that this exclude from plagiarism by 1, 2, 3 clause given by the UGC or Biswabharati. Okay. So let me see, like that way, this may not be. See, I am just consciously cancel it because this is some other result. As I show you dummy, I am cancel it. Once I save and continue, then it will save in the database as 15% or that. So once I again cancel it, see it is unchecked, percentages. Like that way, it may come by 10. But you cannot do these things like a child play. You have to do these things very consciously because you are manipulating yourself. Find it. Once this will be again uploaded by some people, it will show 20% and more than 20%. So you have to be justify yourself, and you have to have the proper declaration in the format of certificate. That initially it was 20% or initially it was 12%. Then after reconcile the report, it has been found that now the report is becoming 5%. Others have been properly cited and referred, and it was part of our self citation. This is over. So one file cannot be checked twice or thrice. Now, coming back to his question, that Santali, Bengali, Odia, Marathi, Assamese, or any language, in most of the cases, 90% thesis is being written in English. So no questions about that. But in case of regional languages, problem of course there. But whatever may be your language, forget about whether software is checking or not. Only thing you need to do, you have to type your thesis by your own through a software which is Unicode compliant. Like Bengali, Obro is an Unicode compliant software because Obro is generated by a Bangladeshi guy. Since we are using it in India and some other Bengali speaking country, so it is internationally acclaimed software. But most of the cases, our pressman, printing press, DTP person, they are using Bangla word as DTP. Sanjay, Srilipi, which are not, unfortunately, Unicode compliant, or simply you can say not internationally acclaimed or approved. So if you type by using that unapproved software, your thesis cannot be checked by the system because it is a Sweden software, as I told you, not Indic software. Okay, so they are checking only internationally acclaimed software based typing, Hindi also. And if you found that machine is giving 0%, very interesting thing, and in Bengali too, and in any regional language too. Let's say machine give you 20%. You cannot be fainted. You do not faint it, please. Because proper justification will help you to come down below 10%. And today you can have 0% result and you are very happy. Nimada, I have 0%, bind it and submit it, bind it and submit, fine. Then one very fine morning, one Tagore specialist found that you are using a quotation from Achalayaton, Rakto Gorobi, okay, or a Sarolipi from Tagore's song. You are not giving any citation. You are not giving any referencing. System is not holding that kind of documents in electronic mode. You have been given clean sheet by the system. I hope you are understand all. Machine will give you clean sheet, means 0%. Green, you have submitted. Then, if Professor Manavendra Mukhopadhyay, Professor Amol Pal went through it, Sodganga, and rest of the country people thought that this quotation is developed by Monojit, not Rabindranath Tagore. So Monojit, please come, Baba. কোন বইতে তুমি এটা লিখেছিলে গো? না কেন বলুন তো, না কেন বলুন তো? This is going on. Believe me. In a college few months back, I was expert for these things. So they are doing that kind of things. And original author told that from Maharashtra, yes, I have published these things 2012, and she has copied from my, and 87% plagiarism, 87%. Horrible. Ultimately, she has been penalized and her promotion withheld for that mischiefs, and governing body took up the decision and concerned university took up the decision. Nothing can be done for that. Anyway, so this is going on. So you cannot be happy with 0% by the system. You cannot be unhappy 20% from the system. You are the final person, this human brain, intellectual input to justify whether that similarity index will be read as plagiarism or not. So be very careful, be very conscious. This is not a tiger concept because you are dealing a very crucial and complex concept of the subject arena. That is very, very Herculean task. Since you are able to handle that kind of complex problem to come to a simple clarification, then I think this is not the matter. Only thing is that you are not going through the document. Only thing is that you are not ever downloaded the Viswabharati University uploaded 23rd of December 2021 this policy. Once you downloaded, once you going through it, you have already given declaration certificate. So that format, this format, what is the significance of difference? You will do it. Only thing you have not done. Once you've gone through, I have enough confidence that you will be able to satisfy the rules, and there is no much harm within the rules. Only harm, we are not conscious on the rule. If it is, then I think you will succeed. So let me be confined with this long discussion, and I hope at least some input coming to your mind, and I think you will use these things not only by your own, but also these 30 people can multiply it by 10 people, so 300 people, and this lecture will be uploaded in the YouTube channel. And many universities throughout India, I am receiving questions from YouTube. Sir, can I have a call to you? So this lecture is saying that. So can I have a clarification from you? Unfortunately, my university people is not saying these things. Even they are not subscriber of the channel. When I'm showing these things to the NAC team, they told that, sir, you are having 15,000 academics, only 300 something subscriber of your channel. So your channel is not popular. So you please subscribe the channel. Insist other fellow colleagues to subscribe to make it popular. If you found any problem there, please mind us, because we are the member of the same family who are fighting for the development of the lift of the university. Not any department, not any individual. We are fighting for the Viswabharati as an institute of national importance to make it internationally important. So please do it and come up. With these few words, let me say one thanks and wrap up this session formally. And there are many questions may come since it is online conversation going on. I think we can wrap up the session by online, and if you have any questions, we can interact by our own, because this will be uploaded, or Jishnu has to carry a pen to again cut and uncut the video to make it polished to upload in the web, because some of our questions may not be go through the web, because to maintain the sanctity of Viswabharati, because to maintain the confidentiality of the Viswabharati discussion. So discussion will be our inner part. So I am here maybe another 15 minutes. If you have any questions, and those who are busy, because you have given enough time, you may move forward. And I will be here, my team will be here, our discussion will be long run. Okay, so thank you very much. With these few words, let me just wrap up the session formally, and we'll have a discussion. Acha, online e keu ache naki? Kono proshno ache to? So I think there is no much questions, those who are in the online, and with these words, let me again wrap up this session with warm welcome and thanks for you for future. And our door, our mental network is always open to discuss with you. And if you want, we may start our scholars essential very soon, very soon. But I need to have your attention. I need to have your help, because you are the person who will help me to start the session. I have room, I have infrastructure, I will do it. And university will have no objection on that, because this is a innovative and constructive thinking which requires zero cost. Only mental zeal and our time is required. Okay, so thank you very much.